Hello friends, welcome to Squared Plans. I'm Stephanie and today we're going to be setting up the month of May in our planners. And I've got these mild liners here ready to go, as well as these washi tapes I may use, and these sticker books which I'll pull from. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and lay down some wax paper to get started. On my monthly layouts, I like to do seasonal themes, and the month of May is my birthday month. So I think it's the perfect month actually, because it really doesn't have any big holidays to go after for the month. And I don't know, it's just a great month to have a birthday in my opinion. Not too close to Christmas, not too, wintry. So good job, Mom. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and do a birthday theme here on this month. And I'm going to get started by laying in some balloons from a Color Story big sticker book I just picked up on clearance from Joann's, and some older birthday and celebration stickers I had from the Essential Planning sticker book that I got years ago now. I also brought in a circle sticker that says there's so much to celebrate there from that same big Color Story book I'm flipping through now. And just seeing if there's anything else in here that I want to bring in and use. I also added in a month box sticker from the other Color Story book that I had brought in. It's like maybe Color Story 3 or 4, I don't remember which one, but it'll be down in the description below. And then I also am flipping through the remaining pages of this Essential Planning sticker book, which I've cleaned out a lot of the sticker sheets from here and given those away, since I really don't gravitate to this book very often. But there are still a few stickers in here that I saved to use. So I'm going ahead and pulling some additional stickers from there. And here is that Color Story book that I grabbed the monthly from, and just seeing if there's anything else in here that I can use maybe in the sidebar. I've been tracking which books I read each month, so that will go in the sidebar, as well as any important events that I need to keep track of for the month. And that's basically it. So it's not a lot of room that I need, but I do try to keep those things in there just so I have quick access to anything that I may need. And I'm going to go ahead and get started on the main kind of feature item here on the spread. So last year I did a bunch of birthday spreads with this like washi candle idea. And I still love the idea. It's not many times that I can really use it, so I decided to go ahead and do that again here on the monthly spread. So I'm pulling from the color scheme in the balloons, and I had washi tapes to pretty much mimic all of the colors except for that periwinkle purple tone. So I just decided not to pull anything to try to match up with that. So I've got 5 out of the 6 colors from the balloons. That also matches up well with that circle sticker I have there on the right. So we are just going to start laying in these washi candles, kind of just laying them in, trying to get the right look of eclectic grouping of candles, going in a somewhat similar rainbow order so that there looks like there's some rhyme and reason to the color scheme a bit. So I'm just doing a basic rainbow order, going from red, yellow, green, blue, kind of purple, pink, and then it goes back into the red, and laying various lengths and heights next to each other, but trying not to make it too varied, if you will. Like, I want them to all look like they're the same size candles, just at different angles. So just kind of reworking that a little bit to make it look more like I said, like everything's the same height, just a little bit off here and there, staggered, if you will, down or up. And then trying to figure out how I might lay in the rest of this area here, since I've got 4 empty boxes at the end of the month. So I really thought it was a good place to be able to put in this large bit of decor. So I think I can add in some more here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in as many as I can really fit comfortably without it being too overwhelming. And I'm just cutting them all off kind of randomly at the bottom because I'll trim them all to be going off of the page. Also trying to keep straight lines at the top for the most part, so again they look like candles when I'm done. And I think we're pretty close. Maybe 1 or 2 more strips should do it. Going to move around this sticker. I'm not in love with it quite yet where it's at. I also kind of liked that birthday on top of the candle, so maybe that'll work. And then I saw this long happy sticker that I thought maybe I could match up with the birthday and just kind of have that lead into that last birthday sticker I have there at the end. So I think I've got a pretty good idea about what I want to do. I'm going to go ahead and white out those 4 boxes at the bottom so it just has a nice clean base for me to do this candle setup. And I'm just using a white opaque pen from Sakura, a jelly roll pen, in a 10 size or a 1.0 tip. Also add a little bit behind this balloon that overlaps, just again for a cleaner look. And I'll go ahead and try and see how I might incorporate this long happy sticker here as well. And I don't know, I'm undecided on which side I want it to go on. It's a tough call. I'll go ahead and lay in my birthday marking sticker and the sidebar as well while I kind of think about it. And I'm just going to go ahead and roll these off in one big chunk. So I will place them down, get them started, and then finish them out here by hand and trim them at the edge of the page. The last little step to making these really work is to add little wicks to the candle. This guy here is a little crooked on the top, so I'm just going to retrim it. And I was going to try to do it with scissors, but I think it'll be easier to do it here with my precision cutter. So I went ahead and did that, and we'll go ahead and add in the rest of the wicks using a super fine liner from Pigma. And so I had decided that I wanted the happy to be on the left side of the candles and then have those going off to the right, just for a more balanced feel against those balloons at the top. And one other thing I really wanted to do is add some more of the confetti texture that is actually already in the balloons. So I pulled a bunch of mod liners in the colors that I have there on the spread or close to it. And I'm actually using the chiseled end to almost stamp in confetti all across the top. This is a really easy way to add straight line confetti, or maybe even like sprinkles if you were doing a donut theme or something like that. I found that that is a really easy way to add it in with a uniform look and feel to all the confetti, and you don't have to worry about your strokes you're trying to draw them in versus just like tapping it in. It was always easier when you're drawing in textures like this. So the chiseled end of a highlighter or mild liner like these are is perfect for this application. And I'd used up all the colors that I'd pulled and decided that I needed to pull in some different colors that I had in my stash just because it didn't feel rainbow enough. Like I wasn't getting the rainbow feels that I wanted. So I'm just pulling in a bunch more colors, all kind of in the same family, you know, different yellows, different greens, different blues. But I just felt like, again, it needed more of a rainbow feel. So that helped kind of flesh that out a little bit more. And I really didn't want to overwhelm the spread because the candles kind of have a lot going on, being individual things grouped together, and so do the balloons. So I definitely wanted to put in the confetti but not have it overwhelm the spread. So I'm going to keep it just at the top and almost have it like the box of the month is blocking you from seeing what might be behind it. I also dropped in that celebration sticker across the top. Again, more for rainbow feel and for balance against the lower right corner. And now I'm trying to incorporate this rainbow circle sticker, which is kind of nice, but then, I don't know, I'm not in love with this sticker. So, I don't know. I didn't want to keep working on it. I thought, well, we could just call it a day. And I went ahead and wrapped things up at this point. But I sat on it for a day and was like, it feels like I need something more. I wasn't really happy with it, and that circle sticker was really bugging me. Just did not feel good about its placement on the spread. So I peeled that back up and thought that maybe if I added some more color in and around the monthly spread, I would be more happy with it. So I just pulled out those same washi tapes, and I'm going to add in some color here directly on the monthly. I use my monthly to track a memory each day, so I do use up a majority of the space each day on the month, but a little bit of low profile washi is usually fine. I can work around it or, you know, shorten the way I'm describing the thing for the day. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop this in, and I think that'll help a lot with adding more color around the spread and making it a little bit more exciting to me. And I had the color there and I liked it, but then I kind of felt like I needed a little texture, maybe some other washi to layer over it with. So I'm pulling out all my confetti styled washi tapes, trying those against what I'm seeing there. Maybe even some happy birthday washi that I have in my stash, which actually I kind of liked, but it didn't have enough color variation for it to really work with the different colors on the spread. I was kind of at a loss there for the washi, so I thought, well, maybe I could do some kind of sticker, make it look a little bit more fun. Cut down one of these cake stickers that I have that were part of the Essential Planning sticker book. Trying them over top of or layered with the washi tape just to see if I like that. And it was okay, but I don't know. The smaller cake was a little bit too small, but the larger cake was a little too large. So I was like, And plus I didn't really want to repeat it 5 times. Like I didn't want it to be that often on the spread. So that really wasn't working. So then I broke out some skinny washi. And I have some skinny washi in some rainbow tones, as well as I had like a black sparkle that I thought maybe I would try too. And the first one I really tried out was this rainbow, almost like striped washi. And I was liking that, and then I just did a sample with the stars. And then I thought, oh, I kind of like the stars a little bit better. So those are rainbow stars, and decided to try that instead and do it over this entire sheet. These are washies that I really don't use that often, so wasn't really that worried about wasting because I have a lot of them and I hardly ever use them. But I really wanted to add something with a little bit more fun, a little more interest here on the spread. So I thought that the stars might work, and I'm going to go ahead and lace them in two up here at the top just so they feel like they're incorporated into the spread. So we're going to do that, and I'll just almost use it like a guideline here between the month and the year areas. And I'm kind of liking it, but it feels a little bit busy now and takes away from the candle area, which I really like. So we'll see. It was really a fine line because the candles are a nice, colorful block feel of decor, and then I have the confetti at the top, which has a little bit more of that texture. So adding in small bits of texture kind of steer away from the main event of the candles there and the balloons, I felt. But I still felt like I needed to add something to the spread to make it be a little bit more, I don't know, just have a little bit more oomph. So I peeled back the stars and I was like, yeah, it's a little bit too much right now. And just am seeing if there's anything else that I can bring in. And then since I was in the rainbow idea there, I remembered I have some rainbow washi and came across this one that's actually from the Happy Planner. It was like a budget set. And I've used it quite a bit actually in different applications and really like it, even though it's pretty colorful, pretty bright, not my normal go-to. It really does come in pretty handy in certain aspects and certain styling. So I liked that actually because it gave a little bit of texture, but it was more about color versus the texture. So I went ahead and layered that on top of the solid colors. Looking back at it now, I kind of feel like I should have layered it underneath the solid colors, if you know what I mean. I think that would have tied a little bit better with the candle block color, but I didn't feel like trying to peel it up because the washi tape was sticking down kind of hard to the page and I didn't want to pull up the paper just to get the result that I wanted. So I was trying to layer in some of the stars here to keep that part of the spread, but then just decided against it and was like, no, let's just stick with the rainbow washi. But I am going to move two of them around so that the colors match a little better with what's underneath and take away the stars everywhere else. Although I will keep it underneath the areas in the sidebar just for, again, some added rainbow color over there. So once I am done with that, I think we're going to be done, friends, and just call it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. Bye!